A woman with no friends is not closed off to the world. She is open to genuine connection. She understands that true relationships are not built on convenience or fear of being alone, but on mutual respect, understanding, and love. Her journey reminds us that we do not need a crowd to feel valued. We need connections that nourish our souls, friendships that inspire growth, and bonds that are built on authenticity. When we are alone, we encounter a silence that often brings with it a confrontation with our deepest fears. Those nagging doubts and insecurities that we so skillfully bury beneath the layers of busyness come to the surface. These fears may whisper that we are not enough, that we have failed, or that uncertainty is too terrifying to face. It's natural to want to escape these thoughts. We scroll through social media, binge-watch shows, or fill our calendars to the brim just to avoid sitting with them. But here lies the paradox. Facing these fears in solitude doesn't weaken us, it strengthens us. When we confront our doubts head-on without distractions, we build resilience. We learn that we can sit with discomfort and still be okay. We discover that uncertainty is a part of life, but it doesn't have to paralyze us. By enduring those moments of unease, we cultivate a strength that remains with us long after we leave solitude. Think of solitude as a retreat. Not a retreat from life, but a retreat into the self. Just as a pond reflects the sky when it is still, solitude offers us a clear and honest view of who we are and what we seek. Solitude acts as a mirror, showing us who we are when no one else is looking. It invites us to embrace our flaws, celebrate our gifts, and step into the world with a deeper sense of authenticity. In that clarity we find peace, not because life becomes perfect, but because we learn to navigate it with self-awareness and inner strength. Consider the stillness of a forest. Amid the quiet, you can hear the rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, and even the sound of your own breath. Solitude offers that same kind of clarity for our inner world. It allows us to listen to our thoughts, recognize our patterns, and gain insight into what truly matters. Many people fear solitude, believing it to be a form of isolation. But solitude isn't a prison, it's a sanctuary. It's a place where we are reminded that being alone is not the same as being lonely. In solitude, we discover that we are whole, capable, and enough. In this sacred space, we reconnect with our inner voice. We learn to trust our instincts, understand our needs, and honor our values. This kind of self-awareness becomes a guiding compass, helping us navigate the complexities of life with confidence. What does it mean to truly befriend one's self? It may sound like a simple idea, even a cliche, but in practice it is one of the most profound and challenging journeys a person can undertake. Self-friendship is one of the most transformative journeys we can embark on. It doesn't mean shutting out relationships or becoming completely self-reliant, far from it. Instead, it means approaching life with the understanding that your value and worth are not defined by others, but are inherent within you. Being complete within yourself does not mean that you no longer need others. Instead, it changes the nature of your relationships. When you stop depending on external validation, your connections become genuine partnerships of mutual joy and growth. You interact with people not to fill a void, but to share experiences and learn from one another. This new perspective makes your relationships healthier and more meaningful. Without the pressure to prove your worth through others, you are free to love and connect without expectations. Your relationships become an enhancement of your life, rather than a necessity to feel complete. Self-friendship has a delightful, playful side. When you genuinely enjoy your own company, you begin to savor solitude. You might take yourself out for coffee, immerse yourself in a creative hobby, or simply sit in silence without feeling restless or distracted. You learn to laugh at your own jokes and find comfort in your own thoughts. Most importantly, you begin to celebrate your life as it is. This isn't arrogance, it's a quiet contentment, a realization that your own companionship is enough. Of course, like any friendship, self-friendship is not without challenges. There will be days when self-doubt creeps in, when your inner critic grows loud, or when you feel disconnected from yourself. But just as you wouldn't abandon a friend in their time of need, you must not abandon yourself. The key is to keep showing up. Offer yourself the same patience and compassion that you would extend to a close friend. When you falter, remind yourself that you are worthy of love and understanding. Befriending yourself has a profound impact on all aspects of your life. Your relationship with yourself is the foundation for every other relationship you have. If you are harsh and judgmental toward yourself, it becomes difficult to offer genuine compassion to others. Conversely, when you treat yourself with love and respect, that positive energy radiates outward. You become a better friend, partner, and member of your community. not by trying harder, but simply by being whole.